Capcom Fighting Evolution. Capcom Fighting Evolution.
Oh. Hey, what's up everybody? Rosie the Rascal 15, and today I am checking out what is considered by a lot of Capcom fighting game fans to be one of the most disappointing games Capcom has ever put out. Capcom Fighting Jam, aka Capcom Fighting Evolution. This game, listen, before I get started with this playthrough, this was not a fan request. This was a game I've been wanting to play in this channel because I actually bought the Capcom Fighting Collection to... Fuck this game! Okay, I'm sorry, I've been holding that... Okay, I gotta calm down, relax. Let me just... You can already tell what I think about this game just with... Listen, this game... Why did they put this in the collection? Why didn't they put Street Fighter 3 Third Strike instead? Okay, look, alright, I gotta calm down. Fucking Mugen half-ass game. Okay, listen, okay, I gotta calm down. I gotta relax. I need to chill. Ooh, this game. Listen, this is by no means one of the worst fighting games ever made. In fact, it's not even a terrible fighting game. But this is probably Capcom's low point. I don't think Capcom has ever made a fighting game as disappointing as this. For those who don't know, I'm just going to share a little backstory. I'm going to keep this really short. Capcom Fighting Evolution was going to actually be a 3D fighting game featuring all the Capcom IPs. It was going to have like Street Fighter, characters, everyone, all the Street Fighter 3 characters, Alpha characters. It was going to have Final Fight characters. A bunch of Capcom IPs were going to be thrown in this game. Basically, it's kind of like Capcom versus SNK or Marvel versus Capcom. But even if I'm comparing this game to those two franchises, not even close. The quality of this game, no. This is probably, man, this is where I'm gonna piss somebody else off with this. I think this game, this is Capcom's most disappointing game, and for me, it's just like SNK when they did SVC Chaos, SNK versus Capcom. That was SNK making their answer to Capcom versus SNK. That game, SVC Chaos, that to me was SNK's most disappointing fighting game. I am not a fan of Capcom Fighting Evolution, and I am not a fan of SVC Chaos. This game started off being it was going to be a 3D fighting game that was going to have a bunch of Capcom franchises. Then they canceled it and they scrapped it. They completely deleted everything and just said, you know what? Let's just recycle all the sprites from every Street Fighter game. And the only thing new about this game was the character Ingrid, which, by the way, that girl at the end of the trailer, she's going to be in Street Fighter 6. So if there's two things, actually there's three things that I can't even speak, guys. I'm just, this fucking game. There's three good things that came out of this game. One, the artwork. The artwork is actually done by the guy who does the Udon Street Fighter comics. So shout-outs, that guy actually had a really successful career with Capcom, making all that awesome artwork for Capcom. So thank you. So you gave this guy a good, a job, Capcom, and I love that artwork. So really good artwork. Number two, this is actually the first fighting game Capcom gave the directorial debut of the character. I think his name was, oh my god, it's the director of the Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 and all those. Is it Uno or, oh man, oh my god, sorry guys, it's because he hasn't made Street Fighter, I think he retired after Street Fighter 5, but the guy who made this game is the guy who would direct Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 and Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and all the other games. So this guy literally saved Capcom with Street Fighter 4. So this was actually his first game he directed. However, he was asked to direct this last minute, so... Oh my god, I forget his name. Sorry, somebody could tell me in the comments. I didn't look this up, but yes, it's the director of Street Fighter 4. So thank you. So this guy went on to go make one of the best Street Fighter games. And literally, the Street Fighter game not only saved the Street Fighter franchise, it saved 3D fighting games in general. Alright, number three, the third best thing to come out of this piece of shit, I would say is the character Ingrid. Again, I know at first she wasn't liked back in the day, but hey, she's actually a fun character. And she's going to be in Street Fighter 6 as a DLC character, and she was also put in Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. Alright, with that being said, this game sucks. It is a big disappointment. This game came out in 2004. This game is already 20 years old, or 21 years old, because we're already in 2026. So this game is 21 years old. This game came out way after Street Fighter Alpha 3, way after Third Strike. This game came out 4 years after Marvel vs. Capcom 2. 3 years after Capcom vs. SNK 2. And this game looks ugly. It looks like a Mugen game. It plays like a Mugen game. The thing is that the only saving grace is that it's still a Capcom fighter, so it's still a little bit fun, but boy, this game is a confused mess. And I'll explain when we play it. Listen, I'll shut up and play the game. Oh, man. Whew, this game. Okay. It's not the worst fighting game I've played. No, I've played way worse fighting games, trust me. I think I have played way worse fighting games. I played Shaq Fu. I played Rise of Robots. I have played that Star Wars fighting game on the PS1, which is a piece of shit. I played Clay Fighters, which that game sucks too. I played way worse fighting games. This is by no means the worst fighting game, like I said, but this is definitely Capcom's most disappointing game. I think this is easily one of the worst games they've ever made in terms of fighting games. I hate when people say, oh, Street Fighter V sucks, or Street Fighter Cross Tekken. No, this game... The only other game that Capcom has made that's a fighting game that sucks ass is Street Fighter 1, but that's for obvious reasons because Street Fighter 1 was from 1987. This is 2004! Guys, this game came out the same year as Mortal Kombat Deception. The same year as Soul Calibur, Soul Calibur 2 was out by then. What, the same year as... What else was out by this time? What, you had King of Fighters 2003 by this point? You had, like... What else? There were Tekken 5! This game came out the same year as Tekken 5! Think about that. Tekken 5 came out the same year as this piece of shit. Tekken 5 is one of the best... I know it's not fair to compare a 3D fighting game, but I'm just saying, when Capcom was making this, Namco was making Tekken 5. Think about that. The same year. Alright, let's just get into it. I have ranted. I started off this playthrough with a rant. Let's just get into it. Capcom Fighting Evolution. Wrong button. Oh boy, this game, dude. Look at this character select screen. Listen to this music. Are you kidding me? Look at this shit. This looks like something I would have played back on Newgrounds back in the day. This looks like a Newgrounds Flash game. Look at this! Just look at it. I'm not joking. This is a real game. Capcom made this. This is real, by the way. This isn't a fan game. This isn't a Newgrounds Flash game that you're seeing. This is real. Alright, listen. Today we're going to be playing as... Fuck it, we'll just play as Ryu and Chun-Li, alright? And one thing weird is that, as you can see, they separate them. There's Street Fighter 2 characters, Street Fighter 3, Darkstalkers, Red Earth, Alpha, and Shin Akuma and Pyron from, Darkstalkers. One thing weird is all the sprites are taken from each other's games. Like you're gonna see all the sprites don't mash. Like, Ryu's sprite is actually taken from, I believe, from Capcom vs. SNK, and Chun-Li's sprite, it's going to be from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And then Bison, I think Bison's sprite's also from Capcom vs. SNK, and then Rosemary's going to be Street Fighter Alpha. So you're going to see, like, a lot of art styles. Wait till you see the backgrounds in this game. Look at those backgrounds, dude. Are you kidding me with these? Dude, look at these look at these backgrounds. Are you And you know what's sad? The controls are actually really good. So if there's one thing I also gotta say, the game actually does control good. At least I'm playing this off of the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, so I don't know if they improved the controls, but oh boy, this game. Look at that Adon sprite in the background. It's like running at 2 frames a second. Jesus. And the weird thing is, it's a tag game, but there's no tag mechanics. There's no assist. This whole game feels like a Flash game. Just look at it. Guys, this is a real game. This is not a fan game. I swear to God. Capcom make this shit. Oh my God, dude. And the sad thing is, it's still somewhat fun. Like, I mean, it's still Street Fighter. So, like, it still plays really fun. That's the sad thing. Kokoso, look at that. Oh, I mean, look at how good Chun-Li's sprite is because it's taken from Third Strike. Like, look at, Chun-Li's sprite is solo anime, and then look at Adon's sprite in the background. His sprite looks like from an Atari 2600 game. Jesus. Do you always fight with your eyes closed? Even a child could beat you. Ooh, get him, Chunners. And again, the artwork is nice. Look at how good the artwork looks. Again, I do like the artwork, but God, does the artwork not... The artwork is good, again. But look at these backgrounds, dude. Look at this game, dude. Look at Fei Long. Look at Fei Long. Look at his cardboard cutout. Look at these backgrounds, dude. I'm not even kidding you. These are some of the worst backgrounds Capcom has ever made for a fighting game. This looks amateurish. This is so embarrassing. God, and I know Capcom was running out of money back then, at least for fighting games. Or I know their fighting games weren't doing so well. Again, you got to keep in mind, this game, after this game, what did they do after this? What, they just re-released Street Fighter 2 for like the 100th time? I don't know, like, again, Street Fighter 4, when that shit came out in 2008, it saved the franchise, man. If Street Fighter 4, directed by the same guy who made this, man, I know some people don't like Street Fighter 4. Like, Street Fighter 4 is by no means my absolute favorite Street Fighter game, but I think we owe a lot to that game, dude. Again, I do like the presentation, like when it comes to like the announcer, the effects, you know, like, you win, you know, the... Dude, look at Yang's sprite. Look at him. He looks like a Super Nintendo character. Look at how... Oh, boy. This game in HD, this didn't do... Putting this game in HD did not do wonders for it, dude. Okay, now we got Karin and Leo, or Leo the lion over here from Warzard, or what's it called? Red Earth? Alright, here we go. Hadouken. And the sad thing is, the game actually plays decently. Like, I'm serious, this game actually plays okay. I'm being serious, like, the controls are actually decent. But look at it! Like, it's funny because you look at games like Capcom versus SNK, and you realize how much love was put into that game, because this game does not look like it was made with love. Look at these backgrounds, dude. I know I've said it a million times, but look at it! Look at Maki's sprite! And look at Dan Hibiki and Makoto. Look at how bad they look. This is a joke, dude. Oh my god, these backgrounds, dude. This is the one game in the collection I was shocked they put it in there. I was like, no way they put this game. And it plays good, again, this game, again, because ironically, if I trick my brain, I feel like I'm playing Third Strike. I'm like, look, I'm playing Third Strike. Because that's Chun-Li's sprite from Third Strike, as you can clearly see. Let me taunt him. Oh boy. Alright, watch this everyone. Koken. Wait. Koken. Nice. Go to Koken. This game just feels very confused. I mean, I like the fact that it, you know, again, the problem is the gameplay's fun because they just took literally the gameplay from the franchises they're from. Like, the reason why I think it plays good is because, well, yeah, that's just Chun-Li from Third Strike. Like, Third Strike is a really good fighting game. In fact, I'll go as far as saying Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is probably Capcom's magnum opus. When it comes to fighters... Oh, shit. Uh-oh. You young whippersnappers, I'll teach you to get in my way. Oh, God, here she comes, dude. Ingrid. It's that lady from Street Fighter 6. Still can't believe she's going to be in... This is actually her debut, by the way. She first originated from this game. She was meant to be in that 3D fighting game, but then they turned it into this disgusting fan game that doesn't even feel like an actual Street Fighter game. Or, excuse me, feels like a real Capcom fighter. Hadouken. And what pisses me off is this game actually plays good. Like, the controls are good, but it's very unbalanced. It looks ugly. Again, this was not made with love, everyone. I'm telling you right now, this was Capcom saying, yeah, just recycle everything. Yeah, it's recycle the fighting game. And look, I know Capcom recycles a lot of shit in their games. Like, let's not bullshit ourselves. Like, even though I love Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I love Capcom vs. SNK 2, a lot of those sprites were reused. I mean, let's be honest, they were using a lot of the Street Fighter Alpha sprites. But the thing is, those games had like really good backgrounds, really good presentation to make up for it. This game does not have any of that. Like, ugh. It really makes me mad, dude. Like, look at Chun-Li's sprite next to Ingrid. Look at how they're so disproportionate. Chun-Li looks like way bigger than her. Like, I know Chun-Li's a thick girl, but Jesus, dude, her sprite does not look like it fits with that. Right next to Ingrid over here. And what is this music, by the way? What is this song? It's actually good. I hope this copyright... I mean, I hope this playthrough doesn't get copyrighted because of this song. Oh, shit. I'm about to lose this fight. blocked the whole thing. Nice. Damn, dude, I clutched that. I completely clutched that, dude. Alright, we're gonna pick Ryu. Yo, and this game should have had like tag team mechanics. I mean, why do you have to pick two characters? I mean, is there really a reason to switch between two characters? I mean, I don't understand it. I guess they were trying to do it like King of Fighters style, but this shit would have been funner. Like, how cool would it have been if it played like Marvel vs. Capcom, right? You know, like where you can tag in your character. Honestly, this shit just makes me wish I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom. I really wish I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom right now. Okay, here we go. Fuck. Shoryuken. Hadouken. Ooh, get the axe kick, lady. Get the axe kick, Street Fighter 6 chick, whatever your name is. I hear she's supposed to be like hundreds of years old from a different dimension. I don't know. I don't know the story of Ingrid, and honestly, I really don't care. I really don't care. I'm neither superhuman nor invincible, but I can handle the likes of you. Did you hear that, everyone? Did you hear what Ryu-san said? Oh boy, this game, dude. Look, and if you like this game, don't get me wrong. If you like it, hey, power to you. You're allowed to like this game. Again, it's not the worst fighting game. Like, I can have fun with it. Like, that's a cool effect. Look, if I'm being nice with this stage, look, I like that effect. Look, where the sun, you can see the sun coming out in the background. Look, and if I go behind the rock, the sun hides. Look, and if I leave, like if I go to the left side of the stage, she lets me. Then the sun is there. Look, that's a good effect. See, that I want to see more of. That reminds me a lot of like Capcom versus SNK with the stage presentation. But sadly, they don't do that in any other stage. So again, another positive there is like, ooh, I like that effect with the sun being casted behind. Like, there's the sun, you know, giving an effect in the background. That's amazing. I like that. Okay, I think he has a Shin Shoryuken. Let me see if I remember how to do it. It's because I never play this game because it sucks. Alright, here we go. He blocks it. Nice. It's weird because this is supposed to be Street Fighter 2 Ryu. And it's, like, this is what I mean by the game's unbalanced. So if I'm Street Fighter 2 Ryu, right? So guess what? I only get, like, one super, you know, no air blocking. But I'm Chun-Li from Third Strike, so guess what I get? I get 2 bars of super. You know, Darkstalker characters are completely overpowered. They can have like up to 3 or 4 bars of super. By the way, look at Dimitri's sprite. You know what? I'm shocked. Actually, they didn't put Morgan in this game. Yeah, they didn't put Morgan. Yeah, you know, the most iconic character from Darkstalkers. The green-haired succubus. They didn't put her in this game. Shockingly, I was like, what? No Morgan? What the hell? How can you make a Darkstalker... Excuse me, how can you make this game without Morgan? Shit, dude, I'm about to lose this fight. Damn. Damn, dude. Alright, we're going back in, Shunners. We're going back in. And this game should have been way funner because look at this. I'm Chun-Li fighting Dimitri. That sounds cool. This is kind of like the same problem with SBC Chaos. Where you're like, oh my god, look at all these characters. And then you're like, yeah, and it's just, it's unbalanced and it's not really all that fun. Like, this character is actually from, again, that game called Red Earth. Which I've never played that game. I don't know what that game is. But I hear it's a really unique game. It has, like, RPG-like elements. But, again, never played it. Maybe that'll be a future playthrough one day. Maybe I should play that for the channel. I know it comes out in the Capcom Fighting Collection, which I do own. I own the first Capcom Fighting Collection. Let's see if I can do spinning above the kick. Yeah, let me see if I can parry here. So Chun-Li can't parry because I am her Third Strike version. See if I can parry here. I'm gonna do something. Oh, if I can parry. Alright, you know, let me just concentrate, everyone. I'm trying to play this like it's Third Strike, and this game is no Third Strike. Yo, get the Chun-Li stomps. I'm kind of shocked they didn't put Street Fighter 3 Third Strike in this collection. Yes, I know, before anyone says it. But Rosie, they already did Third Strike in the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Ironically, this collection has Street Fighter Alpha 3, which also was in the 30th Anniversary Collection. So it kind of boggles me why didn't they put Third Strike? Like, they should have re-released Third Strike. I wouldn't mind if Third Strike was in this collection. Sorry, between this or Third Strike any day, all day, every day, son. Speaking of Third Strike, there he is. Look, Alex from Street Fighter 3. Okay, this background looks okay. This is like, there are some decent backgrounds. Look, there's Oro there. Speaking of Street Fighter 3, Oro's there sleeping in the background. Again, there are some decent backgrounds. Like, so far, this is probably the best looking background in the game, so far. Probably because it doesn't, you know, have characters that look like cardboard cutouts in the background. But yeah, here's an actual decent looking stage. Hadouken! Wait, Hadouken! Wait, Shoryuken! Yeah, but the game is extremely unbalanced because this is literally Ryu playing like Street Fighter 2. And then you have Chun-Li, which plays like Third Strike. Do you see the problem? Imagine Street Fighter 2 characters going up against Third Strike characters. That's just not fair. Third Strike characters have way more mechanics. They have EX moves, parrying, you know, air blocking and shit. You know, like, Third Strike characters are way more advanced. They just are. They got way more frames of animation, for one thing. Look at Chun-Li. Look at Guile's sprite and look at Chun-Li's sprite. You can see it's night and day with the animation. Guile's like animated with like not to say Guile's sprite looks terrible, it's not. It's actually taken from Street Fighter Alpha 3. But like compared to Third Strike sprites, look at Chun-Li, just look at how I'm animated compared to Guile. Look, let me see if I can parry here. Go ahead, Guile, throw that again. See, I can parry, look at that. But he can't do that. That's such bullshit. That's what I mean, like, this game's very unbalanced. Alright, I'll shut up and concentrate, everyone. Yeah, look, I was talking shit, but Guile's still beating me. Alright, let's go Ryu again. This game is silly, dude. It's about the koi! Fight-o! Oh, damn, dude, immediately. You can't escape. Ooh. Tatsupuka! 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 Ryu saying, this game sucks balls! This game stinks! Okay, I'll stop. Oh, I missed that! Oh, I just wanted to land that once, dude. Okay. Yo, he parried that! Did you see that shit? That's what I mean, like, come on, he can parry, but I can't. That's the problem. This game wanted to combine, like, this game wanted to have all the kitchen, like, this game wanted to have everything, like, this feels like a kid making up the rules, right? Like, imagine, like, it's like your friends playing, like, oh, and guess what? And I have Ryu, but he plays like how he does in Street Fighter 2. But I got Chun-Li, but she plays like her Third Strike version, where she's got all her supers and all her EX moves and her parrying. You're like, whoa, you're cheating, dude. No, Chun-Li should play like how she does in Street Fighter 2, to be fair. It feels like a kid that's making up the rules. Like, that's not fair. Like, why does Ryu have his Street Fighter 2 mechanics, but Chun-Li has all her Third Strike mechanics? That's bullshit, dude. Like, again. Okay, now we're fighting Pyron over here. This Darkstalker's character. By the way, this stage looks good because it's just recycled from Darkstalkers. You're like, wow, this stage looks decent. Yeah, I think it's from Darkstalkers, so they didn't really do anything. I think it's from Darkstalkers. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this level is from Darkstalkers. I know this final boss is. See, they didn't even make an original boss for this game. Like, where's the original boss? Like, Marvel vs. Capcom had original bosses. In this game, nothing. Just reuse assets. Ah, damn it, dude. Oh, I wasted my super. I got too excited there. Alright, here we go. Let's just finish this game because I am sick and tired of playing this. I don't want to play this game ever again on this channel. It is not a good game. And again, if you like this game, power to you. It's not the worst fighting game. Again, it can be fun. I think if you're playing this like when you're like really drunk with your friends, maybe it's fun. You know, the more I look at Darkstalker sprites and Pyron sprite, his sprite looks really good. Considering that shit, you know, Darkstalkers always look good. Like, it's always been a good looking fighting game. Because look at his sprite. His sprite's really well animated, considering that the technology he's running off is not as good as Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Like, the technology that was, the hardware, excuse me, that was running that game was not as advanced as Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I think that was like on CPS2 hardware. Yo, that's gonna give me a seizure. Look at that. Ooh. Wow, that gave me a headache looking at that. Yeah. Oh. Alright, it's going Ryu again. We're just doing Ryu again with the... We're gonna see if we can get his ending. Oh, maybe I should have picked Chun-Li. Maybe we could have got an ending with her. There are endings in this game, by the way. Yeah, but it's fine. You know, that's whatever, right? Shinku! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Oh, Shoryuken! Oh, damn. I said Shoryuken. There we go. Shoryuken for the win. Oh, okay, we are done, dude. We are done with this game. That was it. That was Capcom Fighting Evolution. Now we get to see Ryu's ending. Check it out. You're going to be shocked with how good the endings are in this game. Just, yeah, look at this. So again, the artwork is really nice. Again, this guy would go on to make the Udon comics. Look at that. Ryu's about to fight John Talbane for Dark Souls. Look at that. And the artwork is actually good. Again, this guy actually went to go draw the Street Fighter comic books. Again, the artwork is nice. Look at that. Now that's good present. Why couldn't the backgrounds look like this? Or shit, why couldn't the game look like this? That right there, that's where the money went. In that artwork alone. That looks way better than anything. Look, and I got, oh, I think I did get Chun-Li's ending. Look at that. Yeah, I got Chun-Li's ending. Awesome. Look, there she is. Before she was a grandma. This is Chun-Nurse. Uh-oh. She's about to... Look. Oh, that guy stole that lady's purse. She's like, not on my watch. Watch out for Thunder Thighs. Here she comes to the rescue. Go beat up that dude. Oh, no, the little girl. Oh, look, all the kids beat the shit out of him. Yeah. Remember, kids. Beat the shit out of everybody if they steal your stuff. Tutton. Okay, that's just ridiculous. Man, the artwork looks good, man. Again... So one positive, the artwork and the fact that the director of this game, maybe they'll put his name here, right? Hold on, where's the director? Maybe they'll put his name here. I think it's like, damn, where is he? Oh, they better put the director here because I actually want to see. Oh my God, I'm sorry guys. Is it Uno or I forget his name? Who's the guy who directed this game? Mr. T of Did the Effects? I pity the fool. All right, Satoshi. No, this isn't. Sound Driver, no. Kazuya Takimoto, no. No. I don't know if they're gonna say who directed this game. Unless the name already passed by, I don't know. Shinkuro, that's it. Shinkuro, that's the artwork. Yeah, Shinkuro did a good job with the artwork. This gave birth to the Shinkuro artwork. Yeah, Shinkuro was the name of the artist, excuse me. Yeah, that artwork was good, man. That Shinkuro artwork, man, mwah. Chef's kiss. Did it say who directed the game? I don't know if it was... Again, if somebody could put in the comments who it was. I think it's the guy, again, who directed this game went on to go make Street Fighter 4. So, again, something good came out of this game was, 1, the artwork, and 2, the director. And 3, I guess if the real legitimate good thing to come out was that character Ingrid, because she's gonna be put in Street Fighter 6. Look, there it is, Udon. That's the company that has those comics. Alright, listen, I'm done. I have a really bad headache playing this game. I hated this game. We're done. Alright, I'm going to put my initials. I put RTR for Rosie the Rascal. Do I recommend this game? Absolutely not. Nope. Avoid this game like the plague. Only if you're a die-hard fighting game fan, or you're like me, if you bought Capcom Fighting Collection 2, well, I mean, you get this game regardless. But let me tell you, this collection has Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2. This collection has Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. This collection has Project Justice and Star Gladiator, and both Power Stone games. Any of those games are worth your time. This game,
Capcom Evolution.
They all can be winners. Ladies and gentlemen, they cannot all be winners. Thankfully, Capcom, they're in a better place now, and you know, we've had Street Fighter 6, and Capcom has been making really good fighting games, and of course, we have this fighting game collection that came out, so thank you, Capcom. At least you guys are doing better now. Take care, guys. Rosa the Rascal 15. I don't like this game. Capcom Fighting Evolution, I never want to see you again. Alright, guys. Take care. Have a good day. God bless. I'm out. Fuck this game. I don't like it.